Here's a Pearl Barley recipe served risotto style. Okay, we're going to start this recipe off with 2 tablespoons of onions. And we're going to finely mince those onions and we'll set them aside. Then we're going to take about a cup of spinach and we'll just coarsely chop the baby spinach. We'll set that aside. Then we're going to take oyster mushrooms, about a cup of them, and we're going to slice them, put them in a little bowl, set them aside. Then in a sauce pot, we'll add in 1 tablespoon of butter. We'll melt that butter. And once the butter starts to melt, we'll add those 2 tablespoons of onions that were minced. We'll let them sweat a little bit, getting some of the flavor out. And then we'll add 1 cup of pearl barley. Cook it a little bit on the fire. And then we'll add 1 cup of dry white wine. Stir it around, and then we'll add 1 1/4 cups of chicken stock. Total in this recipe, you're going to end up using 3.5 to 4 cups of chicken stock, but I like to add in 3 parts. And then we'll add some black pepper. Stir it around, and then we'll add another 1.25 cups of chicken stock. Stir it around, let it cook, wait till the pearl barley starts to absorb that. Now this is going to take 45 minutes to an hour to cook this pearl barley. Then we'll add 1 1/4 more cups of chicken stock. And we'll bring it back up to a boil and wait until the pearl barley absorbs all that chicken stock. You can also use vegetable stock or beef stock. Depending on whatever you're going to serve this dish with, feel free to use that stock. And then we'll add 1/4 cup of heavy cream. We'll stir that in. You may have noticed I didn't add any salt to this recipe. Chicken stock is normally salty in general, so I like to add it at the end. And then we'll add the Parmesan cheese. And once it starts to come together, we'll taste it, determine if it needs any salt and pepper, put a cover on, and set it aside. In a frying pan, we'll take 1 tablespoon of olive oil, heat it up, and we will add the oyster mushrooms to it. Add some salt and pepper, and we'll lightly brown them a little bit. And once they're done cooking, we will set them aside. Then we'll take another frying pan, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, heat it up and add the spinach. Add some salt and pepper, and then we'll plate. We're going to start off with the spinach, and then we'll end up adding the pearl barley. And we'll push it down. And we'll top it off with the oyster mushrooms. And then after it sits for a minute, we'll slide the ring mold off, put some parsley on it, and we'll drizzle some white truffle oil on it. And then it's done. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and if you want to help support my channel, please subscribe. It'll keep you up to date on all my future videos, and when you're on YouTube, it'll make it easier for you to find my videos, and it's free to subscribe. Also, leave a comment on what you like, or what you didn't like, or what you'd like to see me cook next. Thanks again for watching.